Hi, it's Sylvester, and I've said in the past that I miss having voices in my head sometimes. If you don't know, by the way, I used to experience psychosis. I experienced psychosis for many years, and I heard voices during that time. I was hearing things and seeing things, and experiencing hallucinations. And sometimes I do kind of miss it. I have a video I just made on my main channel talking about how sometimes I miss having voices in my head, but I also really, really am terrified of having voices in my head again. I am terrified of becoming psychotic again because psychosis was traumatic. It was not fun. Like sometimes, every once in a while, it was fun, but for the most part, 99.9% of the time, it was absolutely not fun and it was terrifying. And there's something really scary about having lost touch with reality. There is something really scary about knowing that that might happen again, or not knowing, but thinking that that could potentially happen again someday. And as I also said in a video on my main channel recently, the psychosis didn't really happen all at once. It kind of started small and then snowballed over time. It just got worse and worse and worse and worse. And so it kind of snuck up on me. And by the time I realized that I was experiencing psychosis, it was already so bad that it had consumed my entire life. And so, again, I'm terrified that it's going to sneak up on me again, that I'm going to start experiencing delusions, and then I'm going to start experiencing hallucinations again, and that it's all going to happen so slowly and so it's like I'm just not going to catch it, that it's going to happen so slowly that I don't realize it's happening until it's too late. And so that is something that really, really scares me. And I really do think that I am traumatized from having psychosis. It was a genuinely traumatic experience that I wouldn't wish upon anyone. And so I tried this thing earlier this year where it was essentially like sort of exposure therapy, where I forced myself to relive some of what I went through when I was psychotic. Like I literally walked around my apartment acting out some of the stuff that happened in my head, acting out things that I experienced while I was psychotic, and doing it in a way where I was in full control, you know? And so again, it was kind of like exposure therapy, where I was exposing myself to these traumatic memories in a way that was safe. And it was actually quite helpful. I really feel like it was very therapeutic. I really feel like I was able to work through a lot of stuff, and honestly, it was even at times a little bit fun, because there's something so powerful about being able to laugh at your trauma. Now, not everyone is able to do this, and even if you are able to do it, you can't always do it like all the time. You know, sometimes I think about the traumatic things that I've been through in my life, and I feel like doing anything but laughing, like crying or getting angry, but I don't feel like laughing. But when I was doing this, I was walking around my apartment acting out things that happened while I was psychotic, and I found myself actually laughing and like enjoying myself and being like, this is so ridiculous. I can't believe I actually believed this. Oh my god, I can't believe I used to believe that time travel was real, and I used to believe that there were aliens, and like, I was just like laughing at myself while acting out these stupid things that I went through, and just like finding humor in something that's so dark and something that's so traumatic was actually really helpful for me. Anyways, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.